បាទចឹងសូមបងប្អូនញាតិមិត្តទាំងអស់បានជើញទៅរៀបជួរគ្នាទៅរងចាំទទួលទៅដើម្បីឲ្យយើងបានសម្លេងនៅលើពិភពលោកនឹងគេព្រោះប្រទេសយើងនឹងតូចណាស់គេមិនសូវដឹងទេបាទចឹងសូមលើកទឹកចិត្តរបស់ Michael Alfaro ដែលបានអញ្ជើញមកចូលរួមនៅក្នុងកម្មវិធីបាំងស្កូលដើម្បីនឹងឧទ្ទិសនៅបុណ្យកុសលដែលយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាជាជាតិខ្មែរទាំងមូលបាទប្រពើនៅក្នុងឱកាសនេះឧទ្ទិសជូនទៅវីរៈកងទ័ពឬក៏បុគ្គលណាមួយដែលចែកឋានពីលោកនេះទៅកាន់លោកខាងមុខដើម្បីជាតិសាសនានិងព្រះមហាក្សត្របាទ
ជាយន្តោពោធិយាមូលេសាខយានាងនន្តវត្ថណោវិជយោហោអជយាសុជយមាំងកលេអបរាជិតបលង្កៃសីសេបថវិបោខរេសាពពុទ្ធានាងអកបតតោបមោទិតសុនៈខតាំងសុមាំងកលាំងសហទិតាំងសខណោសមហតោចសយិតហាងប្រមចារីសុបតៈខេណាងកាយកម្មមាងវាចាខេណាងបតៈខេណាងបតោកម្មមាងបនិធិតេបតៈខេណាបតៈខេណានិកាត្វានលភន្តតហេបតៈខេនេបតតាចនិតតខេបយបតតាចនិតពយាសោកាបតតាចនិសោកាហន្តសាពេបបាន
សាធុសាធុសាធុចឹងណាបងច័ន្ទអីឡុងចឹងទៅប្រគេនទេយទានចំពោះព្រះសង្ឃរួចទេសត្វទាំងឡាយទាំងពួងដែលបានដល់ហើយនៅសេចក្តីតោកសូមឲ្យជាសានសេចក្តីតោកទៅដែលដល់ហើយនៅភ័យសូមឲ្យជាសត្វបាត់ដែលដល់ហើយនៅសេចក្តីសោកសូមឲ្យជាសត្វបាត់សេចក្តីសោកទៅហងសូមអនុមោទនា
ចាដៃមួយបាទ
Oh Michael our hero welcome Michael Alfaro
right here Michael right here oh, okay
Akon Michael
all right GDM Suwon it's great to be here in Texas I think we're going to send a message clear to Thailand. Don't tie to Texas.
yeah
And don't tie to President Trump and don't tie to America.
yeah
Well, it's an honor to be here tonight. And the momentum just keeps growing every day. My Cambodian family just grows every day, so thank you. All right, so I'm happy to announce that over the past few days we have established a nonprofit Act Now mission, and you can check us out on actnowmission.org. And this nonprofit organization has the board members. It's going to be stronger, so strong you never even seen such a strong board. We have people from the FBI, we have people from the CIA. We have people that won from an Academy Award from the HBO. We're going to have a big think tank that's going to make sure that peace is brought at the border between Cambodia and Thailand. So we're really excited to make that announcement tonight.
គាត់ចង់មានន័យថាបើយើងនឹងគាត់នឹងបានមានសមាគមមួយឈ្មោះ actnow.org .org បើសិនណាបងប្អូនណាដូចថាមានសទ្ធាល្អចង់ចូលមើលទៅហើយអាចដូចនេះបានហើយសមាគមនេះដូចថាជួយខាងអ្នកព្រំដែនយើងពីថៃហើយនិងខ្មែរចា៎
I know a lot of you are very concerned about the 18 prisoners of war that's held illegally in captivity by the Thai forces. Rest assured that they are in fact in good health. That's according to the Red Cross. They are alive, they are doing well, and Thailand cannot touch them, cannot harm them because of the international press and the community is watching and they will be held accountable.
ទីហ៊ានទាំង18នឹងបងប្អូនយើងចំណាំមកសួរខ្ញុំតើមិនហើយកើតអីអត់បានស្លាប់ទេពួកថៃអត់ហ៊ានប៉ះពាល់ដល់ទីហ៊ានខ្មែរយើងទាំង18ទេដោយសារអ្នកព័ត៌មាន international អន្តរជាតិឃ្លាំមើលអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិឃ្លាំមើលពួកការកបាតក្រហមអន្តរជាតិក៏នៅមើលការពារទីហ៊ានខ្មែរយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាដូច្នេះសូមចាត់ដៃមួយបាទ
So what we hope for is a peaceful resolve. However, the message I have for you today is we have to prepare for war. It is likely that if we do not find a resolve in the next near future, it is likely that a war could very much break out. And when we prepare for war, what that means exactly is to partner with your local nonprofit organizations and save the money that you have together. Yes, we all hope to rebuild the school. That is the ultimate goal. But just in case if a war were to break out, we have to be ready, just like how American citizens were ready to respond in Israel, how American citizens will respond in Ukraine. We have to buy medical emergency kits like Quick Clot and also tourniquets just in case if the soldiers get wounded. We have to start preparing for financial support to buy Kevlars and bulletproof jackets and vests. We have to start preparing for medical aid and resources because America will stand by our ally in Cambodia. I'll continue. It has been recently reported from The Nation, which is a Thai news organization. They said that there is fighting within the Bangkok government. They're saying there's fighting that's happening because the United States could in fact pull out in support from Thailand, meaning we will shut down the F-16 fighter jets from getting any parts, any supplies, any ammunition. We will absolutely shut it down because our Commander-in-Chief, President Trump, wants peace in the region. But not just that, I'm sure you have already known that President Trump suspended the tariff agreement, suspended negotiation between the tariff war between Thailand and Cambodia. He said no deal. President Trump is committed to have a peaceful resolve. This President of the United States of America that we have, Donald Trump, wants to end all wars. And we're tired of Washington. We're tired of the elite ruling class just wants one solution, war, when we're choosing the solution of peace. And what's exciting right now is the next 3 months, Cambodia understands that their position to survive is to not walk but run to the United States.
Everybody shout to Mr. Trump. Thank you, Mr. President.
We're going to see, and I'm just going to let it know now, there are 180 gas stations in Cambodia that buys gas from Thailand. That's a profit that exceeds from $800,000 to $1.5 million every month in trading. Well, guess what? That's all about to be shut down because that trade is now going to be done with the United States and Singapore moving forward and forever. Thank God we have President Trump because we understand that Cambodia is a poor country, but they have minerals that we need to survive for our own sovereignty. So now President Trump has aligned the trade agreement between Cambodia and Thailand, Cambodia, Thailand, and even now Cambodia. So now we're trading partners in the word of national security and defense. So Thailand cannot cross over and steal the land from Cambodia. They cannot steal the rare earth minerals from antimony, the rare earth mineral of iron. They cannot steal it because guess what? That is an interest of the United States of America. And when you mess with America, you mess with us. And when you mess with us, we respond. And although Thailand has been an ally for 190 years, that doesn't guarantee them to be an ally of the United States of America tomorrow. If they want to turn away and walk away from the United States and walk to China, we will treat them like China and we'll put them down. So all I ask all of you today is to remain positive. We're going to strive for peace. Have trust in this administration. We have a commander-in-chief in Cambodia, Hamanet, who's done a wonderful job. He's done a wonderful job with the peaceful protest. Let everyone know that, remind you, he graduated from the West Point. That's Ivy League College. That's a U.S. Army college, one of the best of the country that we have to offer, and he graduated from there. He even also graduated from School of NYU in economics. He spent 15 years here in America. He understands what freedom looks like. He understands what a democracy looks like, and he understands what's best for his country is in line with the United States. That's why he invited Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, to bust down on the scam centers and to arrest all the human traffickers in Cambodia. Hamanet actually went out and deported 3,000 scammers that have been robbing Americans and people from the UK over $10 billion. He deported 3,000 criminals. He even arrested over 1,000 human traffickers, and he saved over 29 children that were under 10 years old that was being used for sex trafficking crimes. And guess who was behind it? It wasn't Cambodia, it was Thailand. So we have to give the chance and the opportunity for Cambodia to prove themselves, to clean up the trash and the corruption, and to align with the United States so we can have a better tomorrow. And that's what I'm proud about today. We are entering the golden years. Ambassador Khoi from Cambodia to the United States, and Michael, I've been an ambassador to Australia. There are things I had never thought I could say in Cambodian's government. Today, everybody's not saying speak up. They're saying yell it out. We need America, we need Australia, we need Canada, and we need to stand up to the bully in Thailand, and we want peace.
That's right.
I want to say this again. All of you here have the same story. That same story inspired me to go to the border. You guys survived not one genocide, not two genocides, but a ghost mountain killing over 3 million people. And when you think of Cambodia, you think of the death, you think of war, but now the world change in image will forever never be the same again. People around the world are going to see Cambodia as a country that wants peace. They want peace. They don't want war. They're tired of the war. And I think that's a beautiful thing we should all celebrate tonight.
Cambodian wants peace. Everybody say that. Cambodian wants peace. Cambodian wants peace. Cambodian needs peace.
Yes, and you know, it's really exciting to be a part of this. And you know, just think about it. You know, when I first went there and I asked, should Cambodia allow the United States to build a military base? Well, guess what? I think it's going to happen. Especially if we're welcoming Kash Patel, the FBI director, to bring in the United States FBI to go out and root out all the corruption. This is exciting times, everyone. Very exciting. And you know what? I'll tell you some secrets. The gold that's being mined right now in Cambodia, the gold. Do you know how much gold Australia takes and sells from Cambodia? Over 10 tons of gold. And you know what? You know what Trump's friend said? You should have freeways, Cambodia. Let the United States take over that gold. You get 60, we get 40. That's fair trade. So now Cambodia is going to realign with the United States, and we don't care who is our friends, but anyone that deals with Cambodia, as long as Cambodia stands with the United States, we will stand with them, and we're going to make sure fair trade is not just for Americans, but also for Cambodians too. And trust me, President Trump and his friends have a big ego, and we're going to flex it all along the region, and we're not going to allow anyone to be harmed. We will stand up, and we will always fight for the bully. So thank you. And also, we want to thank Ted Cruz, your Senator Ted Cruz. He's a strong man. He's on the U.S. House Foreign Affairs. And you guys, what you guys need to do as Texans is write a letter only from Texans, please, not everyone else, only from Texas, and say, we are a temple here. Ted Cruz, we need peace in Cambodia. Because guess what? Ted Cruz is in charge of Cambodia at the U.S. Senate. And it might be that Ted Cruz runs for president, you know, in this next election against J.D. Vance. So you have to tell him, as a Khmer American, as a Khmer Texan, we need you, Ted Cruz, to stand up to Thailand, and we need to tell him to knock it off. So let's do that. Let's contact Senator Ted Cruz's office come Monday, tomorrow. Contact his office. Let him know to stand up for peace. Stand up and bring prosperity to the region.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, really quick. I heard you guys, someone came from Tennessee. You guys drove 10 hours. Where are you at? Woo! 10 hours.
Thank you.
We also
welcome.
We also have someone here from Minnesota, right? I saw someone from Minnesota area. All right, there we go. How about California? We have anybody from California? All right, Long Beach out there.
Kansas. How about Kansas? Kansas.
Kansas?
Kansas. Florida.
Florida, wow.
Wow. Colorado. Goodness.
Well, thank you all for coming out here. It means a lot to me. It keeps everything going. Let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the positive energy. And we're going to get through this one way or another. But again, we hope for peace, but we have to prepare for war. We have to prepare for being resilient in the region, and we will not walk away from Cambodia. We're going to continue in the fight for peace and justice. Thank you all tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
I would like to know, for all the Thai commit the crime of humanity, like raping the 18-year-old girl that trying to come across back to Cambodia, and all the illegal things those Thai committed. What will happen to them? Will they be prosecuted?
And thank you for that question. I don't know if you heard that, but the 18-year-old gal who went across the border back at home was raped allegedly by Thai forces, right? 10 of them.
Correct.
To be exact. In fact, other bystanders was beaten unconsciously. The truth is it's unlikely that justice will happen. The ICC, the United Nations have been absent. They haven't been brought in any accountability. That's why the problem's not getting better. But I'll tell you what, as long as we as a community continue to share her voice on our platform, the United States of America will read it, and we will respond, because we have a president of the United States that cares. But these stories, you need to be telling your Senator Ted Cruz, who is on the House of Foreign Affairs, and he can actually take action. That's unfortunate. I just want to be the truth. The Cambodian government will file a complaint with the ICC, the International Criminal Court. They'll file a complaint with the UN, but to be honest with you, the UN has been a failure to show up on the border dispute. And you know what? That's why President Trump, maybe we should defund it and we should rebuild it back something stronger and better where real accountability comes back. So that's my message back to that. It's unfortunately, I don't want to give you a false hope. I don't think there's going to be justice, but with my nonprofit organization, we're going to have the best journalists so we can tell the world, and it will bring accountability for her.
Personally, I want to thank you to bringing all this up to make a voice for Cambodia.
Thank you. Echo.
And for all Cambodians, stand up.
Please,
Stand up. Don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Stand up. Speak up. Speak up. We need to unite.
We want peace.
We want peace. We want peace. We want peace.
Peace.
We want peace.
Peace to Cambodia.
Akon.
You have a question, honey? Do you have a question?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, here we go. I'm going to take another question.
I don't have any questions, but I just want to say thank you for supporting Cambodia.
Akon, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetie pie. We all thank him for supporting Cambodia. You have a question, Mom? On?
Can you ask her to come up? Go ahead.
Well, I have a question, also comments also. First of all, I just say, we're Cambodians. We're so in debt to you for all the things you have done. You gave us hopes, for especially going through this hard time here. And having said that, we'll never forget you, for what you have done for us. My question to you is that, the Thai have broke 2 ceasefire agreements, and they continue to do so, and so we lost all trust between whatever they're telling us. From now on, we don't believe them, So what other, especially for the 18 soldiers, they were supposed to be returned home, since the first agreement, and ceasefire agreement, and then the second ceasefire agreement, they still didn't return them. So what other tactic do you think that, the United States or President Trump can use to pressure the Thai?
This is a very good question, everyone. He asked, there's 2 ceasefire agreements that has been broken and has been violated. So what does the United States do? Well, we say no deal as far as negotiation between a tariff war at 19%. Now we walk away. The second thing is we stop all weapons coming from the United States and any other country that they buy from that's engineered in the United States to stop that support. Number 2. Number 3, what we do is we increase the sanctions, we bring it up to 100%, and we continue to apply pressure on Thailand. Thailand has now wrote in a letter and said, Mr. President, it's 2 separate deals. No, it's one deal. You have to bring peace, otherwise there will be accountability. So the accountability measures are going to continue to ramp up. As far as the 18 soldiers being returned home, at this time, we would obviously, all of us would love it to be returned home. However, we as Americans, what we need to do is tell the Red Cross, tell the U.S. Congress and the Senate to defund Red Cross if they do not do a health wellness check on Cambodian 18 soldiers. It's been over 4 months since the Red Cross has did a wellness check on them. And we do not know if they're alive or dead. We do not know if they're well. The families I interviewed of the 18 soldiers, the moms, the sisters, the dads, all of them said they got letters from their son, and all the letters, they said the writing doesn't look like my son. They said the wording does not like my son. It's not my son. And so this brings fear in the community, and the Red Cross needs to investigate and see if those letters that was written by those Cambodian soldiers to their parents, they need to investigate and find out if in fact they wrote them. Because if it didn't wrote them, the Red Cross needs to report that to President Trump, and President Trump needs to discipline them right now. So that is what we can do as a community. But thank you for bringing that up.